morning. Good morning. My name is Janice. It's February 19th, Wednesday morning, and I'm grateful to be alive. I have a few animal spirit cards. I'm really drawn to these right now, so that's all I'm doing today. And anyway, right now I pray that you use your intuition, and if something is, you're drawn to something, I pray that you pray and meditate about it and ask Spirit, your guides, what they desire to speak to you. I want everybody to win. I don't want evil to win. Oyster. Patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. The oyster card appears. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When a balance feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. To bring into balance, share something. I want to share something with you about my daughter Elizabeth. She died 25 years ago. And February 26, 2000. She was 7 years old. She was born with birth defects, which it was just through the gene pool somehow or other. But early on, she was born in 1992. There was a situation. She was in pediatrics in the hospital, and I was with her, and rocking her, in the rocking chair, rocking her, and just and all of a sudden I audibly out loud, not through my mind, through telepathy or whatever, not through my mind, audibly, I heard a storm. Storm, thunder, lightning, and all that. And my in-laws came to visit, and I'm like, wow, what a storm that was. And they're like, what are you talking about? It's nice outside. Later on, the nurse came in and told me that my daughter was, they finally realized that my daughter's brain, her head is too big. She had hydrocephalus, water on the brain. Her spinal fluid was not draining. The fluid was not draining down the spine the way it's meant to. And she ended up having developmental delay. But I knew that I had been warned of the storm ahead of time. Because, she had a shunt put in, and, they have to drill a hole through the skull and put a tube through there and underneath the skin all the way down to the stomach area to drain. And we were both, me and my husband, were very terrified, but we had to do it, obviously, because she was not going to survive. And she was born with holes in her heart, and one of her fingers were completely webbed and the other one was halfway webbed. And she went through those surgeries, and she was such a light in our family. She was an earth angel. I know that now. And we had a real good year together. And because I got into AA and started to stop drinking, the stress of life, it wasn't just her, it was everything that was happening in our lives, in my life, responsible for me. But and she happened to die, and she happened to be buried on my 1 year sober anniversary. Many people know this locally, I think they get tired of hearing it. And I didn't stay sober for very long. I didn't want to live anymore, let alone. And I had other children to take care of, a husband, and life had to keep going. The sun keeps rising, the sun sets, and sun keeps rising. Everybody keeps moving. The world didn't stop. And I am so grateful that I was her mother. So grateful that I was her mother. And we still have a strong bond. I feel her. I'm so grateful for life. And like I told you, if you know me, if you've watched some of my other videos, I've said that I had a rebirth, real genuine, and I was born again in the Christian type, years ago. But I've had many transformations, many rebirths, and probably more will come. I don't know. But I told God I would never, ever consider taking my life again. My life belongs to God. I work for the Most High. My life is not my own, and I completely surrender to Him. Because my track record, I will surely fuck it up. And I don't want to hurt myself or anyone. So whatever you're going through, and I know life is tough. I know life can be very hard. Go within. Cry out for help. You know, when my husband was very aggressive and violent, and I had tornadoes. I had dreams of tornadoes before he tried to kill me and killed himself. I had an album that I would listen to, Godspell album, and I love this one song, By My Side. And I would listen to it and just cry. And like, please help me, please help me. Well, guess what? I survived. I did not want Mike to do that to himself. But I'm still here. God will protect you. He will provide for you. He will give you the love that you need, the healing that you need, everything you need. Just be willing to do what He wants. Just be willing. Willingness, gratitude, surrender. I surrender. You all do what you want. I'm just sharing. And obviously that's the only card I'm gonna do today. Love